Well, it finally happened. I finally got to solo. If you told me even a year ago that I'd be at a point in my life that I'd be piloting an airplane all by myself, I would have told you that you're crazy. This has been an accomplishment for me in many more ways than one. When I first started flight training, I had an almost crippling fear of flying, to the point that I wouldn't even take a commercial flight to see my family or my friends across the country. It's always been weird though, because I've always had such a massive fascination with all things aviation and really loved to fly whenever I was younger. But now, through my flight training, I've learned so much about myself and about aviation. It has boosted my confidence, created a newfound sense of belief in my own abilities, and there's always that rush of just learning something new and pushing yourself to be better at a new skill. It took me 20 hours of flight training to get to this point, partially due to work stuff getting in the way. Being a bartender and working late nights and having to fly early in the morning can be a bit tough, and partially because of the COVID pandemic taking up so much of the year by being quarantined. But through dedication and having access to an honestly amazing flight instructor and flight school, I was able to solo and move to the next big phase of my flight training. There's still a lot to accomplish and a lot to learn moving forward, but there is seriously no words to describe the feeling in that moment when the wheels lift up from underneath you and you're soaring through the air solo. I genuinely believe it's a feeling that will never go away. That being said, I'm going to leave this video mostly kind of raw, so that hopefully it can offer you some insight into what to expect during your first solo, or if you just want to look into what it's like at flight lessons at this point. As always, I welcome any feedback that you have to offer, so drop a comment and a like if you're enjoying what you're watching. Let's make some air.
And Tower Zero Romeo Alpha, we're going to full stop and turn a student loose on solo.
Alright, Cessna Zero Romeo Alpha, right on Charlie, and can text to the ramp. My frequency, just contact ground when you're ready to go back out.
Okay, and watch my guy then this morning. Thanks, Zero Romeo Alpha.
We'll do Mooney 3 Golf Lima, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, I'll call your turn, traffic 2 mile final is...
Watch that little bobbing, you were catching it.
Lima, 12 right, cleared for takeoff, you'll call my turn.
Alright, thank you.
This moment right here is when I started to realize what I was about to do. As Bill left the airplane, the magnitude of what was going on really hit me. I was so excited. I was a little shaky and anxious, but I just remembered that if Bill was ready for me to fly, all I had to do was look back on my training and realize that I was absolutely ready for this.
North Las Vegas ground is 160 Romeo Alpha at the fuel pumps with Foxtrot, closed pattern for student solo.
Cessna 160 Romeo Alpha, North Las Vegas ground, runway 7, taxi via Golf.
7 via Golf, 0 Romeo Alpha. This is so crazy.
As nerve-wracking as it is, I'm kind of glad that I had to wait for a bit here. It gave me some time to think about exactly what I needed to do during takeoff and after I'm off the ground. I cannot stress enough how useful checklists are. They are a lifeline in tense moments like this that just help you to make sure that you don't forget anything and that you're flying safely.
Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, make right close traffic, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff, wind 090 at 7.
12 right, cleared for takeoff, right closed traffic, 0 Romeo Alpha. Right, green, green, green. Airspeed. Rotate. Alright guys, here we go.
I thought that I'd be most nervous when I finally got off the ground and in the air all by myself, but in actuality it didn't matter at all. I was so focused on everything going on in the airplane, looking outside for traffic, my radio communications, and in general just flying, that in all honesty I didn't have time to be nervous. Or to really even think about being nervous. I guess that's why you train so much to become a pilot. Just do it until it becomes instinctive.
Flat 30 North Las Vegas Tower, on frequency. November 0 Charlie Sierra, traffic just off your left is a Cessna or light sport parallel runway.
0 Charlie Sierra, I've got that traffic. Those are 7 at Golf.
Cessna 403 Sierra Papa North Las Vegas Tower, just be advised you're breaking up a little bit. Runway 12 right, taxi via Golf, cross runway 7.
Runway 12 right, taxi via Golf, cross the runway 7, Cessna 403 Sierra Papa.
And that one was loud and clear, thank you. Cessna 28 Echo, free exchange approved, talk to you later.
Frequency change approved, see you in a bit, 28 Echo.
Approved, Cessna traffic just starting right down, shouldn't be a factor.
Departure from South Ramp at my elbow risk and Southwest approved, thank you. Hey, my truck.
Las Vegas Tower, Cessna 5520 November with information Golf, 6 nautical miles northwest of the airfield for flight landmarks.
Cessna 5520 November North Las Vegas Tower, roger. Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, runway 12 right, cleared for the option.
12 right, cleared for the option, 0 Romeo Alpha. This one's going to be a full stop.
Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, roger, thanks.
North Las Vegas Tower, bearing 870 Sierra, established on the practice ILS 12 left.
Bearing 870 Sierra, has approached to terminate.
Stop talking, bit 70 Sierra is at Kiggy with ATIS and full stop taxi back.
And bearing 870 Sierra, contact tower 119er.15, 1915.
1915, bearing 870 Sierra, thanks.
Cessna 0 miles, nice job today. Turn right to Charlie, text and ramp my frequency. Have a good day.
Right at Charlie, taxi back to the ramp. Thank you, 0 Romeo Alpha. All right. Well, that was fun. Did a little bit better than I thought I would, actually. God, what? Flew an airplane by myself. That's crazy. It's nuts. Never would have thought I would be doing this a year ago. So wild. RPM. Leave the radios on just so I could talk for a minute. Goes, check ground. Make sure idle cutoff. Ignition switch off.
Thank you.
That worked pretty well then?
Yeah, it went pretty smooth. Glad that they took care of the traffic for me up there.
Yep. Now I got to floating on you a couple times. That's
Yeah.
what happens when it's later.
Yep.
Well, that was it.
All right, put it
My
up.
first solo.
Alrighty.
I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. My goal is to keep making these videos to offer some perspective into flight training and what it takes to become a pilot. It also helps me quite a bit by being able to review the footage and learn what I can improve on. So if you like the videos, please subscribe and come along for this adventure. Thanks for watching, and as always, fly safe.